Mike Rizzitiello, College Place City Administrator here to provide you an update as to various city projects and happenings for the month of October 2022. First, we'll touch base on items the City Council has passed at their previous meetings in September. They passed the city's first Americans with Disabilities Act transition plan that prioritizes improvements for sidewalk panels and so forth. It would have been required next year. It would have cost the city a lot of money. Luckily, we were able to partner at Walla Walla University in their internship program and Walla Walla Valley Blue Zones and make it happen. So it's great that we now have that. Also, there was a board and code consolidation that occurred, and that's so all of our advisory boards and commissions fall under the same guidance, because before there was different rules and regulations for each board because they were created at various times and a lot of incongruency and confusion. Now it's under one uniform code. Likewise, vacant and abandoned property code, that was brought back as well. When the code was revamped a little while ago, some of that didn't carry forward. Now that it's back, you have vacant property and so forth, it needs to be registered. Also, 1% for the Arts program, that was also adopted by the City Council. And what that does is when we're putting in for grants and so forth, that enables us when the grant applications that for large capital projects over $2 million, 1% has to go for public arts. That enables us to utilize these grant resources to help liven up the corridors when we're investing a lot of money in capital improvements. As far as what's on the docket for the month of October, very busy month up ahead. So the workshop, that's going to be Tuesday, October 4th, 5:30 p.m. A lot of the items are going to be reviewed. So the draft 6-year capital facility plan, which is infrastructure, equipment replacement plan, which is vehicles and mechanical equipment, and then information technology plan, which is software and hardware. That's all going to be previewed with City Council, and then it'll keep getting reviewed until the hopeful passage sometime in late November. Likewise, the first draft of the budget will also be out, and we'll go over it at the workshop, and then we'll go through various iterations of that until December. It needs to be passed per the state code by the end of December, so that process starts. Also, wastewater treatment plant, we're going to introduce the regionalization study to determine if it's feasible or not. Now, we're going to have a presentation by the engineer who developed that study at the following council meeting on October 11th, but the document itself will be given to council at the workshop on October 4th. Likewise, we'll go over budget survey that was given a community as well as legislative agenda that's in its draft form. So that meeting's at 5:30 p.m. October 11th, we'll be going through the various iterations of what I just went over, because those are all living documents until they get adopted by City Council, and all that can be reviewed on the Budget 2023 portal on cpwa.us. A lot of grants go over October 11th, having to deal with storm and water, and then also potential catalyst incentive. There is a project on College Avenue that may take advantage of it called Vesper, so we will be essentially seeing where that goes on October 11th, 7 p.m. October 25th, 7 p.m., there will be a public hearing on revenue sources for fiscal year 2023 budget. We'll be going over the iterations of the budget and the 6-year plans and begin discussing multifamily housing tax exemption. Now, this city is and every city in the state's now allowed to do that, where many weren't before. This isn't to approve it for a specific project, but just to start talking about the framework to get there if that's what council so desires. Administration-wise stuff that's going on, Ziply, which is another internet provider, they have filed an application to begin putting fiber infrastructure throughout the community. We are in franchise negotiations with Ziply, so stay tuned for that. Our local Arbor Day will be coming up with the Davis School kids to go plant a tree over in Kiwanis Park. That'll be toward the end of the month on October 28th. We're having discussions about a creative district to help bolster arts, get more grant resources here. There is a hotel feasibility study going on, consultants have visited. We should have a draft report out in 2 months, and that's going to help us land some lodging here in College Place. Also, if you see a truck driving around, it says pavement rating survey. We do have a consultant that is taking essentially pavement inventories, so we now have a methodical system in which to upgrade our various streets throughout the community, including local roads. I also wish to thank Walla Walla University and their Center for Humanitarian Engagement. This past Friday, they partnered with us to do an income survey and reach out to the community, and all of that's going to help us get more grants to go repair local streets and put in sidewalks. Over in the city clerk's office, we have events coming up October 31st. The Autumn on the Avenue, it's coming back. So there'll be trick-or-treating up and down College Avenue, and then as well as municipal campus, and then fire department, police department area. So please stop in for that. That'll be 3 to 6 p.m. It's a very fun event. Also, Light Up the Avenue, that's coming up December 1st. 7:30 p.m. Again, along College Avenue corridor. Please come to that. Also, applications are going to be going up for those that want to take advantage of the lodging tax grant. You can put that in, and that's for activities that help bolster tourism and so forth, and staying in the vacation rentals and so forth in the city. Likewise, for nonprofits, our community grant application, they'll be coming out in November too, with awards being announced next January. Fire department, the month of October, they're going to get audited by a Washington Survey and Ratings Bureau. They assign a rating to a fire department, and that determines insurance rates that all of us pay. So very important. We'll have more information on that. Also, they always need volunteers. If you have an interest, please stop by a firehouse and talk with the fire chief on that. Police department, big thing going on there is the Coffee with the Cop event. That's going to be October 5th over at Hot Mama's over on Pine Street over in Walla Walla, which is just outside our boundaries over there. Finance department, they're working on the budget for fiscal year 2022. Also at the workshop, they're going to be showing a tool by Tyler Technologies. We're redoing our finance system. That's going to also have a 311 tool where citizens will be able to report things through a portal to various departments, and it'll be great. Other stuff is we're getting a lot of inquiries about the jump in essentially what the properties are being assessed at, and there's some miscommunication as to who does that. Some think it's the city, some think it's the county, some don't know. We'll set the record straight here. So as far as who does the assessments, that's the Walla Walla County Assessor. And essentially they come up with the methodology for that, and then they send out the postcards, and y'all have the ability to appeal that through the county. The city doesn't have any impact on that. So if you have any questions on that, the assessor's office can be reached at 509-524-2560, 509-524-2560, or go on their website. As a little reminder, out of every dollar you all pay in property taxes, City of College Place, including the debt on College Avenue project, and then for the general fund, we only get 2.72 cents of every dollar. So just putting it out there. Planning department, they're doing development code amendments. They'll be going through city council as well. Main thing there is removing maximum lot coverage. Also is master plan development code and doing things like that. Also, the planning department is working with City of Walla Walla and county and countywide planning policies. And then for public works, they're very busy as well. We're trying to get the drinking water well number 6 up. Delays there are on some equipment, supply chains hurting us. We hope by the end of the year that'll actually be working over in Whitman and Maple. A lot of that's being paid for by state grant and loan funding. Likewise, the solar array, which is all grant funded, that should be live by the end of the year as well. Southwest Majanier, we're doing engineering on that, trying to aim for construction next year, and we're assembling grants to do that. Lions Park, we are now at 60% engineering on that. Please watch or attend our park board meetings as that comes to finality, because we're going to put that out to bid end of this year, very early next year for construction all next spring and summer. Wastewater treatment plant, council's going to be talking about that in many of the next council meetings. Please stay engaged on that. Look at the website. Whatever route we go, very expensive. And it's going to be very important for the future of the community, whether we keep doing further phases and investments at our own plant, or we do screening and then eventually build a pipe to all this plant and truly regionalize. It's very expensive. There's pros and cons of both ways. Please stay engaged in that. And then we're continuing to pursue grants for various water, wastewater, and stormwater system projects. The thing I want to dispel there is the grants are not just standalone grants. They all require matching funding. So that's why we need the utility rates. We get a lot of questions, well, hey, if you're getting all grants, why can't you lower utility rates? They all require a match. So most of the grants go 75-80%, so remaining 25 to 20% that has to come from local sources, of which the utility rates, a lot of that pays for the operation personnel, and then also the local match to make the capital improvements. So that's a little information about that. That about covers everything. So have a great October, and we'll be back with the next edition of this in November. Thank you.